how do you become a person of influence and how do you connect to a person of influence? That was a topic that Evan Carmichael discussed not long ago in Movement Makers. Well, it's a very cool topic, and today was day 3 from the Confidence Challenge from Brendon Burchard, and during this day it was discussed what skills we needed to develop in order to live our dream, start visualizing, working towards the dream and making that dream happen. Thinking about those skills and what that one skill is that I recently developed, I concluded that it had to do with starting to become a person of influence, and especially that part of connecting. So I'm not really good at hashtagging people. You know, I'm like this person who think I might be a nuisance. For those who have been following me, you know that I recently recorded this 30-second video in which I showed my appreciation for One Chicago and for Jason Begay, and I was like, oh, I cannot do that. It's personal. I'm being a fan. It's so wrong. But at the same time, doing so, I also expressed one of my dreams and one of my wishes, which has to do with interviewing people and also knowing that my mission is to give a voice to people. It just made sense. So when Evan started talking about becoming a person of influence, he repeated something he had said before, which is show the person you appreciate some love. Well, when it comes to marketing, I'm not going to say I'm really good at it. I don't like, making phone calls and all that stuff. But what I do like is expressing what I learned from certain trainings, or I like giving my opinion or some advice or coach someone. And I don't mind doing it live, online, whatever. I'm so used to coaching people that it's like second nature to me. So the first time Evan talked about giving love back, I was like, okay, how does that work? Can I do it? And I have to say that it has become a lot easier lately. So what has changed? That's basically the question. Well, for one, it's easy when people invite us to hashtag them. Like, for instance, Brendon Burchard is now asking us to use the hashtag Confidence Challenge. Well, I can do that. That's not difficult. Also, giving Evan the love he deserves for taking the time out to work with us every 2 weeks, that's not too difficult either. But then there's something else. There's this weekly insider readers group, and whenever Evan Carmichael has time, he's there. But a lot of the times there's Zen the Man Smith, and Zen is a really enthusiastic guy. Now, the thing is that Growth Day sort of interferes with the time that the Insider Readers group starts. So at first I was like, okay, how does it work? What do I do? And now I said, if Growth Day is still continuing at my time at 8 o'clock in the evening, then I will switch to the Insider Readers group, because I can always watch the end of the Growth Day training But I believe that it's important to have that audience when you're out there giving training, giving value to other people. When Zen told us that he was going to do a YouTube live on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday nights at 2 o'clock at night, my time, I was like, cool, I can do it. I'm a night owl. So when I have the energy and the time and I'm awake, I love to do it. So sometimes I'm just listening in. Is this a topic I can work with? But the funny thing is that he gives us the possibility to do a lot of freestyling. So he might start with a certain topic and then we might go in different directions. I'm usually pretty good at being one of those persons who actually gets you in a different direction, so be warned. But I also like the suggestions he comes up with. In case you're wondering what I'm looking at, there are these bugs, those insects here. No, I'm not scared of them, but I also do not want them to walk all over my feet. Okay, back at it again. So then he comes up with interesting topics. So he started out with 5 things women love about men, then men about women, then what we hate about men and what men hate in women. Of course, he then added that it had to do with the younger men, so end 20s, early 30s, I believe. Also talking about first dates. But in the panel, there are a lot of people who are around my age or younger than I am. So we are not end of 20s. We are not early 30s. I guess we could be the parents of those who are. But we have a lot of experience in life and in relationships. And it's nice to share what we know by now. At least for me it is. I guess that when we get a little bit older, there's a shift in who we are, what our role is, what we learn, what we express, what we do. So the focus is more on the younger generations. They're out there, they're energetic, they're doing it, they're learning this stuff. But I guess we are here to encourage them and help them develop. At least that's what I would like to think. That our role is about supporting those out there. That doesn't mean that we cannot learn new skills and that we cannot be enthusiastic, because of course we can, and we can still get out there. But I do believe that we have a certain responsibility. Being on the panel with 2 ladies called Bonnie and Mary is utmost cool. And then quite often Terry is there too. And I believe Drew is there occasionally as well. And it's fun, to hear their input as well. And in the short while that we've been doing this, I believe Sen started on September 1st, probably. That was a Wednesday. That was, I have to admit that I learned a lot by now. A lot of times I agree with the ladies, but then again, they also put things in perspective. And that's what I really like about it. And of course, we need more guys. So if there are any guys out there and you would like to be on the YouTube live from Zen, please go there and let us hear your voice. Become that person of influence, because that was what this topic was about. So what did I do in order to learn the skill? Well, I basically got out there. I started supporting Zen as I'm supporting Evan. I'm not sure if Evan needs it. I mean, he's got a lot of supporters out there already. He's got a huge audience. Then again, I do believe it's important to show my appreciation. So get out there, show your appreciation, be part of it. Hashtags, so they can be found. And as a result, by hashtagging them, they find me as well, which is kind of cool. And don't be too shy or embarrassed or feeling awkward about expressing your desires. I guess that's a really important part of it too. Because you never know what might happen and it might surprise you. Getting back to the person of influence, and it's, I guess, also important to be one of the early adopters. I'm not sure if I say that correctly, but be involved, when there's this early startup. And often I've been thinking, okay, they are doing this, but how could I have been at the start of it? But now with Zen and his YouTube lives, I do have that opportunity, which is kind of cool. And he actually expresses it each time we get together, that we are like this panel consisting of certain people who get on there whenever we can. I like to be on there whenever I can. And as said, it is during the night, so it's not always possible. But then again, I did adopt somewhat of the US time schedule. And like I said, I'm a night owl too. Like right now, it's 3 o'clock at night and it's quiet. Everyone is asleep. It's nice and warm outside. I'm in Spain at the moment. Crickets are in the background, and it feels good to be here. No distractions in doing this. So you need to find what makes you comfortable, but also make it a bit of a challenge and see what you can do. And you will be surprised to find out what the possibilities are. Let me know in the comments what it is you can do.